I'm Nicky Marais. I'm a Namibian artist. I live and work here in Windhoek, and this is my studio. The inks that I use are commercial inks. They're commercial colours. I really like the brightness of them. I love to mix acrylic paint with ink. I feel like that gives a kind of a luminosity that I'm looking for, and I really enjoy. I use some symbols and images, and I use them again and again, and they usually have a significance when I think about them or choose them. And then they become a kind of meditation when I'm painting. So I reflect on them as I'm doing it. And this series of work here is, I've called it 10-10-10. And obviously when I'm working and the work becomes more significant to me, I think about other things that I mean when I talk about 10-10-10. So it's kind of about how we're expected to be a full 10, especially as women and as mothers and workers and activists and friends and spouses. You know, we need to be a 10. We have to be a 10. Our aspiration is to be a 10. As artists, we have to be a 10. So it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of anxiety goes into being that 10. So I mean, so while I'm busy working, I'm thinking about these images and what meaning they have, and as I transform them in the work and work repetitively, they become something else. So in this case, these works were reflecting the underbelly paintings, and I was also trying to bury them and seep them into a contemporary situation. So in the end, I think that I've made paintings that are very specifically relevant to myself and to my situation here. I would say that that all my work is absolutely imbued with my political convictions and my political beliefs. So being a gender activist and having lived in Namibia for, you know, it's 50 years this year. So I think that every single one of my paintings is imbued with that. You know, I feel like my paintings are intensely political. I feel like that they reflect exactly what's going on with me, but they might not always be obviously like that. But I like to think of them as an ongoing, maybe something like a poem. You know, that as an ongoing discourse with myself and with what's going on in the world, contemporary issues that are happening. And I feel like that's a really important component of my work. This series of paintings is kind of about shape and about colour and about relationships between those two things. So in a sense they are completely abstract works, but also working with these shapes again and again made me realise that I was actually talking about how things travel and how things move and how things progress, and how difficult it is for people and ideas to move from one place to another place through very, very narrow channels sometimes. You know, having been a teacher at the College of the Arts for so many years, I realise how incredibly hard it is for some people to get ahead in life and to get an education and to come to art school, and how they struggle with their families, they struggle with their economic situations. And coming to Windhoek to study is a major thing, and there are so few opportunities for artists in Namibia. There's a very narrow channel. So I think that when I was making these, I was thinking about these little narrow channels that people and things have to move through to get from one place to another place. So I always try and create some kind of movement in my work, and I hope that the work moves people as much as it moves itself.